Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA
Put up 40 on these people.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
We're good.
Now Goff on third and goal. And
Oh!
it's caught for a Rams touchdown.
One-handed in the back of the end zone.
Brandon Cooks there to make the grab.
Let's see that
And
replay.
The Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
In the
Yeah,
rain.
it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence.
All right, sim the end of the game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
Probably do one
What
more
a
game, and then I'm going
to
to take
put up
lunch.
That number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
Wow,
So
Cooks
our
went for
entire crew,
285.
alongside
My
Charles
God,
Davis,
I didn't
I'm
throw it to
Brandon
anybody
Gaulton.
else.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Goodness. Cooks almost messed around and went for 300. Yeah, let's get Jared Goff upgraded. Eric Weddle? Sure. Seven wins in 7 weeks. Not a bad way to start the season. You guys have definitely established yourselves as playoff frontrunners. Let's see if you can keep it up. All right, let's advance the week. Playing the Giants, Seahawks, and Bills. Upgrade Marcus Davenport? Sure. Let's get him on upgraded. Let's get that power moves up into 80. Good tackle. X Factor running back. Do some scouting real quick. Let's see. What do we need? Let's check out these middle linebackers. Undrafted? Wow. I kind of want to sim this game. Because look at my division. My division is horrible. Let's go ahead and sim it. Our team has good momentum. If we lose, who cares? Not really worried about it. We won. Do that training again. Oh, we get to upgrade John Johnson to 90. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, let's get that pass protection up. Man, look at that pass block power, though. He is turning out to be a real good player. All right. So wait, John Johnson doesn't get any abilities or what? I guess not. Man, 97 injury. Look at that. Our defense is rounding out nicely, I'll have to say. Russell Wilson will be fine. Oh, I didn't mean to disregard him. I didn't mean to disregard him. Uh-oh, Bobby Wagner. Seahawks are 2-6. What's their overall? Oh, they're an 80 overall. Yeah, let's play them. All right, after this game, I'm going to take lunch. See what we can do. We got to keep Bobby Wagner from hit sticking us.
It's girly power. It's the coach. You're watching Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys
we're at
get
home.
set to do battle.
That's great.
With
I don't want to be
Russell
playing in
Wilson
Seattle.
and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, Todd went for 130 and 2 tubs last week? Whew. We might mess around and get Offensive Player of the Year. As long as Brandon Cooks don't get it.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give
No
his
dice.
man room to run under it, but it's second down. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well.
Ooh.
It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
You better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Yeah.
That's to his
Nice
running
tackle.
back complete.
Nice wrap-up
It's
tackle.
a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Oh, there goes Bobby
And
Wagner.
he'll get this one up to about his 14.
First play of the game.
2
Knocked
yards on the pickup there.
Todd Gurley's head off.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think
Like
of the
that ever
O-line,
happens.
Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods.
Face mask.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we
I'll
looked at
accept.
each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's see if I can hit Cooks on a deep route here.
On first down, it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, he wasn't open, so I just
Tough
tried to get rid of
hold
it.
on to that one. It's second down. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ah, sugar. They had great coverage.
Defense.
They just had great coverage right there.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
This is the Oklahoma State alarm.
Nice.
Chris Carson. And he is met
Nice.
quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he's got it. This is Ware. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 22 yards on the catch and
there we go, Robert.
1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Anytime I catch the ball, I'm going to go to the nearest defender that is not Bobby Wagner. I'm going to run away from him.
As they move the chains.
Because that dude creates turnovers.
Back, good plays, have him on the move on 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He's got the first down inside the 10.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll get into the
Let's go.
end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Darrell Henderson said, "Get out my way."
Darrell Henderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
He just stiff-armed Eric Berry away. Threw him on the ground.
He told us,
Absolutely.
with some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these balls.
Gun tight. Move 15. 58, right there. Move right cut. Pick up the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson.
Oh, come on.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on
Yeah.
when you can play action them.
Micah
or stick
Kaiser.
something to them between the second
Making
and third
plays
level.
all over the damn
They'll
field.
wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive
I love it.
backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Give me something.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and he's up across
Oh, there he goes
midfield
again.
and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Goff on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find
Confident,
something.
no hesitation.
Something
Just
available
ran that ball right in there.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line.
Just put that
Good
dude
stick
down.
skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
And Gurley's getting tossed all over the field, isn't he? By everybody.
Pick up on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need
Never
to
happens
convert
in
here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that showed a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarding.
Zerline connects on the extra point.
What are you doing, Bobby?
14-0.
You upset? Your team's down 14-0.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. That's all right.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's get up.
This is Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Alert flare.
Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
Nice tackle,
And he'll
David.
lose
Good
yardage
job.
on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a
Good
cornerback, what
job.
you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
I don't know if he got it.
Because what they normally will do is run routes
he didn't get it.
that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap.
I'm
It's
just do
hard to
punt
do when
return
you see a
safe.
guy cutting that in that direction.
In case they
you tend
fake
to
it.
go towards him.
On is
Nope.
the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Poor punt. Poor punt.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch.
Telling you,
away
Todd
from
Gurley's
turning
like a
into
ragdoll this game.
great game. And starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to...
And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard
Ridiculous.
line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time.
And a big
Go
loss
down.
here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority.
Oh,
and it's
what a
working
play.
out.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Oh, he tries to get it to
Oh.
Metcalf, but it's
He got his feet in bounds.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
He got his feet in, too.
Well,
I was watching his
This
feet.
ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Oh. Watch his feet. Oh, I love that close-up. That is sick.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back,
That
heading
is
onto the
sick.
field again. The passing game, they've had more success.